Alright, back again, Luke here, and today just want to do a couple of updates, and one of those is I wound up getting a package in the mail here from kretschi123, and if you remember, he is the same guy who wound up fixing my Jurassic Park arcade board, and just by sending out that EEPROM that he had changed the code on, which was fantastic. He actually wound up sending me out these EEPROMs here, and this is the second time I'm making the video. The first time the camera wound up dying, so I couldn't I couldn't save the other files that got erased. I think this camera is on its way out, but he sent me these EEPROMs here for the board, and I plugged this thing in and I tried it out, but unfortunately this thing is getting extremely hot a little bit too quickly, and as you can see here, if I can get this thing out, the fuse has actually melted in half. And it wasn't something where it instantly burned out. That's not going to focus at all. But it wasn't something where it instantly burned out. It just melted slowly. I mean, I could watch it bending. And as it was bending, you know, the monitor, the screen was kind of flickering a bit. And yeah, it didn't do anything. So unfortunately, I don't know about this board. There is still a huge amount of rust. All of the solder points are really bad. I tried going over the solder points a bit, but I don't know about this board. I really appreciate kretschi for sending it out. It's been a lot of fun to try and work on, but yeah, you can see the different parts that are still pretty heavily corroded, and although kretschi wound up sending me these EEPROMs here, these mask ROMs actually have some broken legs on them still, and yeah, the board is not in that great a shape. Unfortunately, I'm just using my Garo Densetsu special box here just to sit it on, but all these contact points are extremely dull, as you can see there. I've tried to reflow the solder on them, but I think what it really needs to happen is all of the components and all of the solder points need to be completely redone. There's some parts where you can see here on the traces where they're eaten away. I thought that was just kind of like surface, you know, it wasn't anything too bad, but I started scratching away at it, and there's a lot of holes on it, and on some of these thinner traces too, there's holes through them, and it's a lot of work to go through this whole thing and try and get it going. So unfortunately, for the time being, although kretschi wound up sending me that stuff, this thing is pretty much dead for right now. If I do eventually get this thing fixed, I'll put up a video on it. But as for right now, it's gonna have to, you know, just be put aside for a little bit longer until I can see what else I can do with it and get some more free time. But I really do appreciate all the EEPROMs, and kretschi's a really great guy. Really tries to help people out, and it's fantastic. So thought I'd give you an update on that. Another video that actually I tried to make the same one. I wound up getting a package in the mail from a really kind, friendly YouTuber that a lot of people know, and that's doginmylense, also known as Holly. And she sent me out a project that she was working on, and unfortunately she wasn't able to get it to work, so I wound up kind of taken over, told her I'd do it up for her. She sent me out, for one, she sent me out some Cool Ranch Doritos, and I actually made a video where I was munching on these things, but like I said, that video got erased. But that is so awesome because I can't find any of these around my area in Japan. I don't know if they have them or not, but really cool to have those. But what she did send out is she sent out a couple of Game Boy Colors. And now what she wanted to have done with these Game Boy Colors, or what she attempted to do herself with these, is she wanted to do a front light mod. And she first attempted it on the purple one, and there was a fuse that wound up popping on it, and then the on-off switch wound up getting too hot. The on-off switch is used as a grounding point for one of the wires, and it got too hot and the on-off switch melted, so you couldn't turn it on and off. It wouldn't make complete contact, so I took the switch apart and replaced the fuse on it, and now this thing pops on perfectly. And kind of show you here, I'll take the batteries out of this one. This one she kind of thought was kind of hopeless and dead, but I was able to bring this back to life. And like I said, I made one video. I just kind of kept it rolling, so I was working on these things while after I got the packages open, eating some Doritos and stuff. It wasn't a bad video, but unfortunately it's gone. This is just a test cart here, but we turn it on. Where's the switch? Yeah, you can see it. You can hear the really bad music for the game, but it does work. No problems at all. So this one is brought back to life. The screen is a bit scratched up here, but nonetheless, it works great. So I'll turn that off. And the mod that she was trying to do, she originally had it in, I think she was trying to do it in this one. This one wound up failing, so she attempted to do it in this one, and wound up melting one of the points on the ribbon cable, which was a little bit tricky to put back together. But I was able to piece that back together, and I got the what is it, the resistor in there, and this is a pretty, you know, not too bad of a mod, as long as you have the right parts. You can find this online. It's like a Game Boy Color front light mod, and what this does is it actually illuminates the screen. It wound up using the front light, I think, from a Game Boy Advance or SP or something like that. But yeah, you can actually see this thing in the dark. So I'll turn off the lights here and show you what this thing's doing, or how this thing looks. And the light is pretty bright, actually. And it actually kind of reflects even down here, but I'll turn this on. And you can see, I don't know if this is dark enough. This camera's probably not going to pick it up so well, but it really is bright. And you can see, like I said, the light kind of shows on down there. But works great, and really easy to see. Like I said, through the camera, probably going to get a lot of glare and reflection. But it's very, very easily playable. And those lines in there, those are just from the camera. But it's a really cool, cool mod. And I was able to get that light going. But like I said, it's so bright that the light actually reflects through here, through the casing. But it does shine that screen up really nicely, and tried it out last night just to see how it played in the dark, and very, very easy, very clear screen, easy to see. But that's something that I was going to show you guys here, and wanted to get those things done and get them working so I could send those back out to her. And yeah. Just want to show you guys what I've been up to here, and a couple of packages for some great YouTubers. Like I said, the board here came from kretschi123. The EEPROMs here came from kretschi123, and these Game Boy Colors, these came from Holly, aka doginmylense. So that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.